Hi guys, this is Ainee from Mommy Trades. This is a video that I talked to you about in the afternoon that I will be making to review a couple of trades with you guys so that you guys can understand a little bit of rationale behind how I play the triggers and just to refresh in some things here. So guys, we did Amazon today. What a run. It was a beautiful run by Amazon. So the trigger level to get an Amazon calls was at 2265.9, right? So you saw how we got that candle close, and obviously it was running bullishly, and we were all kind of prepared, like looking at those 2-minute bars nicely coming up. And the reason that I give you all these trigger levels is that you are prepared with your homework like I am. I mean, every morning I wake up early around 5:30, 6 a.m. and I go through the levels, I read the charts, and I come up with these notes. So all of these have some heavy thoughts behind them. They're not just scribbled down. So please pay attention to those notes. Pay attention to the charts. I am posting charts along with the levels now to make it easier for you to watch out for the possible targets that I gave out to you. And you know, the 2-minute candle roll, it's not something by God. It's obviously human made. I have come up with it, but obviously I've always told you, when you're seeing something bullish and you're seeing something strong momentum like that as Amazon today, sometimes I would get in after a 1-minute close also. So guys, you see that after that broke out of the level, I think I got in a little bit early and I alerted, and I was in the 2350 calls at 11 point something today. So and it gave me my first target, and I came out. You know, I don't run for home runners. I don't do that. I would rather get back in again after my first target is met and I'm seeing some bullish price through. But even if you go and move on to if you kept on writing those calls, and if you were not to get out of the calls with me, sometimes I know you guys like to write it, and it was a strong momentum stock. We know it's been running. So when you see it a bigger picture, start looking at the bigger picture. Then look at the bottom wicks that we are getting in the 10 minutes chart. Then my second target was at 2275, and I have pulled out this 10-minute chart for you. Now these are my trigger levels and possible targets from this morning, and my first target was 2270. That's around where I got out with my profits early in the morning. My second major target was around 2275. So going and then I had given you a possible target that it could go up. We could see 2285. So going back to the chart, to the 10-minute chart here, when you see that it breaks down the level of 2275, you see how bullish momentum it was in, how nice candles we were getting. You saw the first bullish candle with bottom wick. Then you see that there were sellers. They stepped in. They tried to bring the price down, but then again we did not see any bearish follow through. We again saw buyers coming back in, pushing the price higher, and then we again got a very nice candle, this 10-minute candle closing well above my trigger level from the morning, which could have given you much confidence here. So this is a 10-minute chart. You could have drilled it down to 5-minute chart too. Look at the volume that came back up on that breakout. So all these things obviously can give you some direction. The possible targets that I give you on my charts, on my morning trigger level chart, you should be able to maneuver around that and see that what is the risk and reward, what is the stock itself doing, how is it trending, and you can play along those levels that I give you on the charts, because lately I have started posting all my charts with the levels. So you have the levels. All you have to do is see the momentum of the chart, see the price action. If it's uptrending, if it's choppy, just leave it alone. If it's uptrending or if it's downtrending. So that is the rationale behind giving you all those levels and all those targets on the chart. Then later in the day, you saw that I came up, and before I go there, let's see the midday action, the price action. You see it's choppy. So this is the overall picture in the 10-minute chart, that in the 5-minute chart of Amazon that we see. So I would not get in at any point, around this price action, because it's choppy. It's not giving me any clear direction. But I do see that it's somewhat holding 9 EMA. So that's kind of giving me some signals that it is trying to break higher. So after I saw some consolidation all midday around 2:30ish, we saw that it tried to break out of that consolidation, and that is where I got in the lotto that I gave for 2,400, and we saw some nice volume coming out there also at that breakout. So we played good lottos. It was from 10 something and went all the way till 14 something around. So yes, I mean, only if you are paying attention to price and volume, you should be able to manage your trades around the morning notes that I gave you, around the possible targets that I gave you. Again, the Netflix chart I'm pulling out here. So the Netflix trade was a pretty quick one for me, because I knew I was already with my homework, and so should you be. Why? Because we knew that the call trigger was around 415.9. Okay, I got this alert on my cell phone. I knew that there was something. So as soon as you see that, you should be all set. You should have all sorts of alerts ready. I have gone in detail on how to set those alerts. You can do them on your phones, you can do them on your computers, you can do them on your desktops. So yes, the call. So I got in 420 calls, and I wrote them from 8 to 10. So that was so fast that I could not alert it, but it was pretty strong trending again, just like Amazon. And the major targets for Netflix were 415.9 was a trigger, and then we were to go to 417.8, and the next major target was for 419.7. So when you're seeing the stock trending up higher, and you see the stock has gained that momentum, we saw that it went all the way to my target in the first go. Like, we got a little bit of pullback there, but that was also way above my trigger, that you would not have seen any red in your trade if you got in at that point. So, but again, when you see the price action, how it's trending, how it's holding the EMA, how's the volume coming in, you should be able to play various targets. If not in one trade, maybe get back in again. I do not personally do home runners. Sometimes I would play a 20-30 cent trade for stocks like maybe Microsoft and Apple and stuff like that, because they don't give moves like Amazon does. They don't give moves like they don't give very big moves. So in Amazon, we get lucky and we get that $2 to $3 move in one go, even if I'm not looking for that home runner. So try to nibble the market. If you want to get more out of your trade, then look at the price action in a broader spectrum. Just do not look in the 2-minute time frame, and don't start getting antsy when your trade, like how Amazon just got sold off from our trigger level first earlier in the morning. But it for Amazon, going $10 down from the trigger level is easy, because it's a 2,000 plus stock, so you cannot imagine it just going in our direction once the trigger gets hit. Okay, so if I say that the call trigger level for today was 2265.9, and we saw some drawdown here, but that doesn't mean that it will start falling back down. Look for price action. Look for how it's holding up, how it did a previous day before. I always tell you guys to tell a story, to create a story of a stock. When I am doing any trade, sometimes deliberately, I do not tell all the trades that I do. And sometimes, for a matter of fact, I tell them after, because I know that you guys should be ready with your homeworks like I am, because I am trading along with you guys. So you guys should be as ready as I am. And sometimes I deliberately do not throw all my alerts, because I don't want you guys to get in everything that I am, because over trading is not good either. You pick your stock, you pick your side. You don't have to do 6 or 7 alerts to make money. Sometimes you just need one. For example, Amazon or Netflix. You just pick your stock and see how it's trending and just go with the levels, play them. I have free resources for you guys that I worked on. I have different guides. I have pullback, trend bar failure, all those, they are for you. You go back, read them, study them. I've always told you guys that we can always play pullback in a strong trending stock. So it was a good play for Amazon, like I told you, that how in the midday we saw some consolidation, some pullback, and then we saw the stock break higher. So please use this knowledge, and if you have any questions, I'm always there to help you guys, and hope you found this video helpful. So guys, this is it about the trades, and I will try to analyze trades more frequently with you guys just to refresh. Please go to members FAQ, read them, and refresh yourselves. Also, me and my husband trader UC, we've been working on my guide that has everything that I do to make these levels, and everything that you guys would need to become your own trader. So yes, it's almost there, and maybe a couple of days more to it. It's been a few months that I have worked with it, and trader UC has worked on it a lot, so it would come along with the one-on-one session. So guys, stay tuned for that, and hopefully we guys can stay safe, keep washing your hands, and hope you guys have a fabulous night, and sorry for the late video. Bye.